can feel your touch. Promise you won't let go. And miles were meant to sail. Take a rest from my thoughts, take a break from this world, and you'll feel miles away from the places that we used to be. And miles were meant to sail. Take a rest from my thoughts, take a break from this world, and you'll feel miles away from the places that we used to be.
Yeah. Oh no!
G'day guys, we're in Shark Bay doing part of our West Australian trip episodes. So we're going to be doing the voiceover from here, which is a bit strange.
Yeah, we're currently shack bound because Riley broke the car that we've been travelling in.
We had a suspension blowout, so yeah, we're just going to be hanging here for a couple of days while the mechanics sort it out. Elayna's had a boo-boo.
I jammed it in the car door and it seriously hurts a lot.
But anyway, what's this episode about?
Oh, this episode we sail from Rousseau where we watch the cricket, and we sail up to the top of the island where we've been before, Portsmouth, that's where we showed you a day in the life. And then we sail up to the Saints, which are an archipelago of French islands.
That's right.
Yeah, so I hope you like this episode.
Me too. Excellent pronunciation of archipelago.
How do you say it?
That's how you say it.
Alright, cool. We're ready to go. You ready to go, Joanne? Yep. Awesome.
So we had Dad and a fair few people on board. There was 7 of us in the end, which was awesome fun. It was really good having them all there, but it did get a little crowded, but I think we pulled it off in the end.
How you going, Rouse?
I'm a little bit hungover.
A little bit hungover.
Today? Yeah, it's still there.
Cheers to Rossio and the cricket.
Yeah, that was really good fun.
It was good fun. Bit of a calm day today, but we can see some wind on the horizon, so we're gonna motor sail out and then hopefully it picks up.
We arrived in Portsmouth and were greeted by the Pays boys who had some fruit for us, which was nice.
What are these things? Smell that. Honestly.
It's a fruit.
That's so nice.
Have a bite of it. That's the nut, isn't it?
That's not a nut.
I bet you. That's the fruit that was hanging from the tree yesterday. Yeah, I reckon you're wrong.
Oh, it is too. Yeah. Water nice? No lice. Yeah. No lice. Yeah, I've had a bit of a lice problem. Where are we going today, sir? Indian River. Okay. Do we need shoes? The really cool thing about Dominica is that it has 365 rivers, which is crazy for one little island. Engines off. Oars are out. So we rode up the Indian River, which is where they filmed Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
Look after we got independent. We got mountain chicken. Because it just
Mountain chicken. The main attraction was the witch's hut, where they get all hocus pocusy in the movie, if you've seen it. Spooky, isn't it? We went on a hike to a little village where people live off the land. They had every kind of fruit and vegetable you could think of growing. Oh, little baby pineapple.
avocado. It's just starting.
What is this?
What it smell like?
Give us a smell.
Oh, it smells like that really strong alcohol we were shotting the other day at the cricket.
Rum. Does smell like rum.
That's cinnamon, man.
Ah, cinnamon.
Put it in rum there.
cinema rub.
Yeah, well, whatever those shots were, I think they must have had some of that in there.
That's
Spice rum.
ridiculous that we all said rum.
Boiled banana and dashing with
fish and boiled
with
banana.
codfish. Yeah.
That was really nice.
It's pretty bloody good.
So cute.
One of the cool spots in Portsmouth was the little university there, which we do like when we find, because there's generally some cheap food. Elayna loves it because there's like lots of little health food shops and stuff like that, and yeah, she was pretty stoked there.
This is coconut water, kale, bok choy and spinach. You would not like this at all.
No, that sounds awful.
It's really good.
This is pineapple and banana and sugar.
How you going there?
I think it's like the pipeline. Forresting the water. Fail.
Alright, maybe we'll have to have another crack tomorrow.
Riley is playing DJ. Bit of Jack White. Joanne's on dinner duty and wine duty. Thanks, Joanne. It's not easy. And here's Tony cooking us some dinner tonight. What are we?
We are having what's known as a chef's special.
Ooh!
It's special because the chef doesn't know what it is.
What is this song?
It's Mozart, Lacrimosa.
It's a very windy morning. Here in Portsmouth. Look at it. What are your plans for today, Riley?
Go back to sleep.
Alright. Good night, darling.
We ran over some boys as we were coming into the Saints. There was thousands of them. We got some stuck on the prop, which pulled us up pretty quick, and I actually had to jump in with a knife in not awful conditions, but it was pretty hectic there for a bit. We unfortunately didn't get it on film, but well, the prop was fine and everything was okay, but it was a little bit exciting there for a while.
The first thing we noticed coming into our anchorage was an upside down catamaran, so we plan to dive on that later and go check it out. We anchored in Terre de Haute, which was a beautiful little town there. It's French influence, so that meant good bakeries and cute little streets to go and explore. On the top of the hill was Fort Napoleon, which was actually destroyed by the British forces in 1809 and was rebuilt in 1867 and has been turned into a museum dedicated to the Saints' history, culture and environment. So we took the tender over towards the catamaran and we tied off to a mooring ball and we dove on it. It was pretty crazy and a bit creepy to see a boat upside down with all the belongings inside. There was still bedding and CDs and books and all sorts floating around in there and scattered all over the ocean floor. So that was pretty cool, and then a man came over and didn't speak a word of English and was yelling at us in French. We think he was telling us to leave and that it was his boat, so we just jumped in the tender and left. Deep purple.
I went and took Connor on a bit of a freediving lesson, and Elayna went and did a bit of exploring by herself. 3 big deep breaths, but still very, very calm.
What have you discovered?
It's a hole in the tender.
Show us.
Thanks for watching that episode, guys. In the next one,
We sail down towards Martinique. We drop off the parents and the friends, and Riley and I get serious about sailing. We start heading south.
because of the hurricanes, we're trying to avoid them, so we're heading south as fast as we can.
Yep. So I hope you guys like that episode, and stay tuned for the next one.
Cheers. See
Cheers.
ya.
I was scared of dentists.